The Realm. Do you know what the Realm is? It's the 1,000 blades of Aegon's enemies. A story we agree to tell each other over and over till we forget that it's a lie.
What's up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for another Game of Thrones House of the Dragon update video. In this video, I will be discussing one of the new official announcements recently released by HBO. Now, as I'm sure most of you know by now, HBO has been releasing a lot of new information this week regarding their new Game of Thrones successor show, House of the Dragon. Only a few days ago, they released nearly a dozen new photos that showcase some of their main actors from the upcoming show. As always, it was very exciting to see some new high-def images of these amazing characters. However, with that being said, we already had a good idea about who these characters are and which actors and actresses will be playing them. Not only have we seen some of the actors on set in some of the leaked photos, but HBO made an official announcement about them several months ago as well. What we haven't known is what actors and actresses will fill out some of the other secondary characters. Well, HBO has finally officially announced which actors will be filling their shoes. On the official HBO website, they have now listed who these actors are and which characters they will be. Let's have a look. Now, for those of you who aren't very familiar with some of these characters, I will go over some of their background information. Let's start this off by going over one of the heavy hitters, and that is none other than Aegon Targaryen, the firstborn son of King Viserys Targaryen and his wife, Alicent Hightower. The actor they have found for this character is a man that goes by the name of Tom Glenn Carney, who definitely looks like a great Aegon if you ask me. Now, as you can see, this Aegon is the son of King Viserys and his wife Alicent Hightower. He will be the one who sits on the Iron Throne immediately after his father, Viserys Targaryen, dies. This is also who Rhaenyra Targaryen will be fighting for the Iron Throne. Now, what's interesting about Aegon is he initially doesn't want the Iron Throne for himself. After King Viserys dies, Aegon thinks the Iron Throne should go to his half-sister Rhaenyra since he knows that their father named her as his successor. Now, the reason why he eventually decides to take it for himself is because Alicent and her father, Ser Otto Hightower, begin telling him that Rhaenyra will remove their heads. After Aegon does claim the Iron Throne for himself, it's not long before he starts to fully embrace it. In fact, he will be ready to fight Rhaenyra to the death in order to keep it. We will eventually see Aegon and his dragon inflict some vicious and savage attacks on Rhaenyra and her allies.
Rhaenys gleefully began to incinerate Sir Criston's army. But Aegon had set a trap, and Rhaenys had flown right into it. As Rhaenys and Meleys blanketed Sir Criston's troops in dragon flame, two other dragons rose into the sky. Aemond on Vhagar, and King Aegon himself on the gleaming Sunfire.
Make sure you buckle your seatbelts because this character will have us in for one hell of a ride. And so will his brother, Aemond One-Eye Targaryen. HBO has also officially announced what actor will fill the role of this character. Ewan Mitchell will be our Aemon Targaryen, the second-born son of King Viserys Targaryen and Alicent Hightower. He will also be willing to fight to the death in order for his brother Aegon to stay seated on the Iron Throne. Not only that, but he will also be responsible for some of the most brutal dragon attacks we will see in this show. Aemond One-Eye will be riding the dragon known as Vhagar, who will not only be the largest dragon in the show, but it's also said that Vhagar had grown nearly as big as Balerion the Black Dread during these events. I, for one, cannot wait to see this dragon get brought to life on the screen during the Dance of the Dragons.
The sun was close to setting when, as one, the two dragons leapt into the sky. Daemon took Caraxes up swiftly until they disappeared into a bank of clouds. Vhagar, older and slow, ascended more gradually. Up and up Vhagar soared, searching for Caraxes.
Let's move on to the next casting announcement. Now, as you should all know by now, Rhaenyra Targaryen is King Viserys Targaryen's firstborn daughter. His second-born daughter, who he has with his new wife Alicent, is a character known as Helaena Targaryen. The actress who landed this role is Fia Sabin. Now, not only is Helaena Targaryen Aegon's sister, but she will be his wife as well. I mean, this is House Targaryen after all, so this is nothing new with them. As you can see, HBO has nearly found all of the actors and actresses they will need for King Viserys and Alicent Hightower's children. The only one who is missing as of right now is their youngest son, Daeron Targaryen. I would actually not be shocked if they left him out of the show. Now let's have a look at who HBO has found for some of Daemon Targaryen's children. Actresses Bethany Antonia and Phoebe Campbell will be our older Baela and Rhaena Targaryen. They are the daughters of Daemon Targaryen and his first wife, Lady Laena Velaryon. Now, for those of you who don't know, Lady Laena Velaryon is the daughter of Lord Corlys Velaryon and his wife, Rhaenys Targaryen. Lady Laena is actually Daemon's second wife, and we will most likely see her die very early on in the first season. Now, their daughters Baela and Rhaena do have dragons of their own, but I'm not expecting to see them in much of the action during the Dance of the Dragons. However, with that being said, HBO and their writers very well could have them do whatever they want. Now, let's have a look at Rhaenyra Targaryen's eldest son, Jacaerys Velaryon. HBO has now announced that actor Harry Collett will be our Jacaerys, who also goes by the name of Jace. He is the firstborn son of Rhaenyra Targaryen, and her first husband, Sir Laenor Velaryon, son of Lord Corlys Velaryon. Now, although Sir Laenor is listed as the father of Rhaenyra's son Jacaerys, there are rumors that he was actually fathered by another man. You see, Rhaenyra Targaryen was sleeping around with several other men during these events. Not only that, but we should see that her husband, Sir Laenor Velaryon, favors men more than he does women. Now, as of right now, HBO hasn't made any other official announcements regarding Rhaenyra's other sons. We'll have to wait and see if they find actors for these characters, or if they will even include them at all in the show. There are some other actors HBO has listed on their website, but I already went over them in another one of my videos, therefore I won't do that again here, that way I can keep the video short and sweet. I wanted to give you a brief introduction of some of the children of our main characters. We will be seeing a lot of them in the first season of House of the Dragon. Now make sure you remember their faces, because you will either grow to love or hate them soon enough. Make sure you subscribe so you can stay updated on all of the new information about Game of Thrones, House of the Dragon, and A Song of Ice and Fire. There are a lot of new videos heading your way. Have a great day everyone, I will see you again very soon. Bye.